I am appealing directly to the President of the United States of America. Mr. President, please help me. And in helping me, you will be taking a stand and showing that you will not tolerate any human rights violations in the United States of America. I have been left powerless. I am one woman who is fighting against some of the most powerful people. As you will see, I tape recorded the FBI. And you will see how powerless I am and what I am up against. Why? Because I came forward about crimes that were committed against me by local Washington state government officials. And for coming forward, I suffered more human rights violations, civil rights, disability, victims' rights. But I suffered some serious human rights violations. Just to give a quick backup so you understand. This is not what it's about, but this is how it originally began. It was a police-involved domestic violence that I was the victim in. I was in a town that I knew nobody, just moved there, and he knew everybody. He was a sergeant on the force. Well, there were many crimes committed against me from the point that I picked up that phone to call 911 for help. Prosecutorial, judicial, police, misconduct, crimes, and federal crimes. This is what they are trying to cover up. I have paid for 4.5 years. I am fighting for the security of my life. They have continued to risk my life to cover up for their crimes. It's gotten so bad that not only have they taken away the security of my life to try to cover up for their crimes and their involvement, but they have actually now tried, they've dug the hole so deep that they are trying to cover up the cover-up. The only thing I could do to ensure the security of my life, since nobody within my government nor law enforcement, which you will definitely see and I will definitely prove, was to start tape recording these corrupt officials and for people to know what is going on. The phone call you are about to hear that I tape recorded is after I had called Seattle, begged for help. They started lying to me about me. I knew we had problems then. Whoa. They played all sorts of games. They prevented me from sending any more evidence. You will hear me refer to, I only sent 1%. The 1% that I even sent, because I have so much evidence of the corruption and of all the crimes. The 1% that I sent clearly showed human rights violations, civil rights violations, federal crimes, clearly. And you will hear the return phone call is not about federal crimes, no concern whatsoever. No concern about human rights violations. The only thing he wants is my recordings when I tape recorded the FBI. Not doing their job. And because they were lying to me about me. Things were just getting outrageous. And I had picked up my recorder the moment he had said to me, you're going to be arrested for recording them. He hears all these federal crimes, but I'm going to be arrested. Here is the recording. You will hear me confusing words because I have brain injury and I was absolutely taken back by this agent's attitude and response. I called originally asking for help and this is the return phone call I got. Yeah, you don't have a record of everything because nobody ever interviewed me. I spoke with the lady the one day. We didn't even get through the whole story. She never called me back. She told me She told me that an agent was... I'm sorry, sir. May I finish, please?
I'm asking you if you remember sending any documents to this office.
Yes, but I didn't even send 1% of them in, and I didn't even get to explain them. And it wasn't your office, it was Seattle, I think.
Okay, well, they would have been sent out here because it's evidently false within our territory.
Oh, okay. Well, the bottom line is she never spoke with me again. And when I spoke to Ann Dietrich, she's like, yes, she did. I said, no, I spoke with the second operator, and she kept telling me the other lady wasn't in. And Ann Dietrich says, no, you spoke with her. I says, I'm telling you.
No, I do have documented items of your conversations with this person.
Okay, then can you tell me everything that went on? Because I don't think, I'm not being sarcastic, sir, but she didn't even know the full story. I mean, I'm not being sarcastic, and I'm not trying to be rude. I've just pretty much given up on the government. This is crazy. For 2 years.
There's absolutely no federal nexus. There's nothing that we can get involved in.
That's because you don't have all of the information, sir.
Yes, I feel that we have enough to make a decision.
How can you feel when I'm telling you I didn't give you everything?
Listen, Tammy, again, and I'm trying to help you out here. If you have any recordings, you need to send them into our office and get rid of them and not retain any of them, because I don't want to see you get in trouble for this.
You know what? Maybe that's what I need. Maybe I need for you guys to arrest me for tape recording, sir. This way, it will be brought to light all the federal crimes that you refuse to listen to.
We wouldn't be the ones doing it because it's not a federal crime. It's a state crime. The Washington state law.
Then why does it say on the Constitution, it says, you only have the expectation of privacy if you're not violating somebody's rights?
I'm just telling you.
No, but I'm asking you. I'm not being sarcastic.
And Washington state law says it is a two-party consent state. That means you have to have the other party's consent to record a conversation.
Yes, sir. I read that. I read that, but I also read where it said you only have the right...
So you know you were breaking the law?
No, because you're not letting me finish. Because it also says that you only have the expectation of privacy if you're not violating somebody else's rights. If you're violating somebody's civil rights...
Violating your rights, the lady was just calling you up to have a conversation with you.
No. When I'm denied, when I tell you there's human rights violations, and I'm denied an investigation, you're violating my civil rights.
No.
Okay, I didn't call to argue. I called for help, and you don't want to believe me. I have just specifically told you that I didn't get to send you all the documents, that she didn't take all the information. And I don't want to argue with you. I don't want to argue with anybody.
Well,
I wanted help.
Right now.
I'm being what?
You're being very combative right now.
I'm being combative.
And you're actually yelling at me.
I'm not yelling.
Yes, you are yelling at me.
Oh, sir, if you're trying to push my buttons, I can yell, and you would know the difference.
Ma'am, I'm just telling you, you've already admitted that you've broken the law, and I'm telling you...
I did not admit I broke the law. What I said to you was...
You said you recorded a conversation with one of our employees. That is a violation of...
And I said that nobody... What I read is that nobody has the civil right, if they're violating somebody's civil rights, they don't have the right to privacy, the expectation.
I'm telling you, I've been doing this job for a while. I know what criminal violation of law is, and you've broken the law. You've broken the Washington state law. And I'm telling you...
Right, and cops who steal guns don't break the law. A police who falsely arrest a woman is not breaking the law. Now I'm getting loud.
Right now, it is, and you can yell all you want, it's not going to bother me.
But what I'm telling you is, what is this with you guys that you don't care about a police officer?
I am gonna tell you what you need to do, and then you need to do it. You need to send in those recordings that you made to get yourself out of trouble. And it's as simple as that. And you can't retain any of those recordings. And I'm trying to help you out right now.
You've addressed everything they've done. You're helping me out. It sounds like all you're trying to do is help yourself out.
The information you provided, and we don't have a federal nexus here. There's nothing we
I've told you, sir. I've told you. Okay, wait, please, one time. Let me make this clear statement, please, sir. You don't have all the information. I'm telling you, sir, you don't have all...
We did the information, and I'm wrapping up talking to you. You know what we have?
Mr. President, is this how my government works? That a federal agent, you just heard the conversation, he's more concerned about my having recorded the FBI not doing their job, being corrupt, defaming me. He's more concerned to get those tapes than about human rights violations and federal crimes that were committed against me by local government. The piece of paper I will show you is one of them that they had, will clearly show you under the Violence Against Women's Act and under the gun control laws that Sergeant Dale Schuster, Police Chief Al Townsend, and now Superior Court Judge Kevin Hull committed federal crimes. They conspired to commit federal crimes. Why are they not arrested? Why have they been all promoted? Government is not supposed to be above the law, but yet they are. No matter what side anybody stands on the control debate, I think that all Americans are in agreement that the laws should apply equally. So why have those three not been arrested? Why have they been promoted? And why have I paid? I have paid non-stop for their crimes. Because I came forward, I was stripped of all my rights. There were serious human rights violations. I haven't committed a crime, and if my government is committing crimes and literally denying me the security of my life, then they should be able to prove what is going on. I have been powerless. I have been discredited. Instead of helping me, they actually hurt me more and more and more, and they almost cost me my life. And then when I came forward, it was all so big and so many people involved that it went higher and higher and higher to cover up for them. And nobody protected me. So the only thing I could do was try to protect myself and to expose what's going on. No American citizen should live like this. I need this to be public for my safety and for everybody to see how powerless I am and to avoid what happened to me last time. Mr. President, please help me.